Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Mushroom Coffee Time with Miss Annette. Happy Taco Tuesday. How's everybody feeling this morning after that long weekend? I hope everybody enjoyed their day off, holiday with your friends and families. I know I did. I had an amazing holiday. So refreshing. I went home. I went home. So I'm in Tampa, Florida, but I'm not originally from Tampa. I'm from Connecticut. So I went home and connected with my family up north, and it was a good time. Long time coming. Much appreciated as well. So I've been moving around so much since the conference that the Florida Family Child Care Home State Association had their annual conference 2 weekends ago. I think so. And so I've really been, all over the place because right after that was the holiday, and I did some traveling. So I was really trying to focus on being present in the moment, so much so that I did not pick up my camera, my phone, not one time. I just stayed in the moment, and I realized that um, Saturday night that I didn't take any pictures. All of my memories are right here and right here. Sometimes you just gotta put that thing down and, you know, soak up the moments. So that's what I did for the most part. I did make another mushroom coffee lover. My sister in law, shout out to my sister in law, Regina. She is now in love with the mushroom coffee. So hopefully this morning when she gets up, headed to work. Oh no, it didn't come yet. She ordered it. But pretty soon we're going to have mushroom coffee time together in the morning. So that's a good thing. A lot of people are skeptical about trying something new, but she tried it and she liked it. So that's a good thing. Well, I do have something I want to share. Um, so many things. I've been sharing, some content surrounding the conference. We had amazing, I think I did share that we had some interviews. People got on and were open about, their work in family child care. People who probably would never have got in the hot seat with Miss Annette during Best Practices Unveiled hosting the annual conference. It was amazing. I love making connections. We talked to some other presenters. We talked to some agency people. So we're going to be sharing those interviews now that I had to step away. We all do. I can't be up here talking about wellness and self-care if I don't um, partake in some as well. But I was at the conference, and NAFCC is the National Association for Family Child Care Homes, and the director, Erica Phillips, attended our conference, and she even sat in the hot seat with me. But more importantly, she gifted me with something that brought me to tears. I was so full. Let me show you. Well, let me give you the backstory before I bring it to the camera. During the McCormick Leadership um, Conference, I did a workshop on wellness and resilience for early child care leaders. And I'm into sound healing. So I brought my sound bowls to the workshop. I had a tuning fork. I had this bell that I received from Indonesia, just, sharing how sound and frequency heals, and kind of relieves the body and mind from stress. And she attended my workshop. And when she saw me at the state conference, she had an addition to my instruments for me. Look at that. Listen. Min, min, I can't even pronounce it properly. I gotta look it up to see what the pronunciation is. Yeah. So thank you again, Erica. I thought that was so thoughtful of her to contribute to my work in that way. So she'll be joining me on the road. I have to find a name for her. And yeah, this is so beautiful. Just the way it looks to touch, it is. Trust me. Yeah. That was great. I got to really thank her. I'll be seeing her. Our national conference is actually next week. So I'll be back on the road, back in Chicago. Um, I'm going to be presenting, but I'm not going to be presenting on wellness and resilience. I will be presenting um, the observer training for NAFCC. And I'm going to be presenting a workshop called Am I on the Right Path? So that's something, it's on Friday at 10 a.m. So if you are attending the national conference, make sure you come and check me out. The workshop is basically just talking about where you are currently in your role or your career and if it's still a good fit for you. And if it is, why? And if it's not, why not? Have you ever thought about exploring something different outside of family child care or within family child care? And just the importance of growth, right? We don't want to stay stuck and stagnant when there are so many opportunities. Sometimes we are afraid to move or make changes because we're so complacent and we fear the unknown. But I'm learning, man, you just got to step out there and see what happens, right? Most of us have, tried and failed and, faced some fears. We know what it's like, but we can have a different thought about the outcome this time around. Yeah. Did I tell you all that I I used to be a runner, heavy runner, love running. That was another form of meditation, my first love. I could run and be somewhere else and come back and like, oh my gosh, I've ran 2 miles and didn't even know nonstop. Once you get that rhythm, your breath, you know. But in doing so for so many years, it does damage your knees. And older people were telling me that back in the day when I was running like that, and you don't listen. Wish I would have listened. So I tore my meniscus in both knees, different times, of course, but they're very delicate now. And I was pulling up a chair. I was pulling up the chair. You know how somebody comes behind you and you just scoot your chair up? Something popped in my knee again. So we are healing her back to nurture. We are nurturing her back to health. So last week was perfect for me to implement a little self-care time for me, and I did not do anything physically. I mean, as far as the gym, I didn't do too much. I was, doing the massages, using magnesium oil to help with the inflammation and the stiffness and all of that good stuff. So I do need to go get a MRI or something done to take a look and see what actually happened. But I just been going. But after the conference, I'm going to slow down. and go see about my knee. But in the meantime, guess where I'm going this morning? I'm going to the gym. I'm going to be light. I'm just going to do a walk and do some weights because I can't just not do nothing. But I just wanted to pop on because, like I said, it's been a minute since I have connected with you all during Mushroom Coffee Time. And, you know, the coffee is blazing. It's very good. I will jump back on again sometime this week. We have so much content. Have you all gone on to the page Best Practices Unveiled on YouTube, Annette E05? If you have not, go on there, like and subscribe so you can stay informed on all the amazing things, all the conversations that we captured during the conference. And guess what? We are going to the Nationals. That's right. Best Practices Unveiled will be at NAFCC National Conference in Chicago. Yes, we will. Next week, hopefully, if you have not registered, it's still time. If you are a family child care educator and you want to be amongst people like you, make sure you come through. You all have an amazing day. Keep evolving. Peace.